Happy Halloween, everybody. Got kind of audio jump scared at the start of this. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Hope you're doing well tonight. I've been okay. It's been cold as shit where I am, but that's fine. I'm enjoying it a lot. The chilly weather. And I am playing this. So, I didn't know about this game until my mod combo brought it up to me. That it's a very atmospheric, weird, first-person puzzle casual game of some kind, and it's called BABBDI. He did give me a little heads up about this game, though, is that apparently a DMCA-able track plays that I can't alter in the menu. I also did adjust the volume a bit because it blared me pretty badly when I did this. But yeah, apparently this game is just kind of a weird one, really. Just more or less like an odd exploration game. I don't know how long it is, but I wanted to give this a go because I told him I'd give it a try. So, yeah, without further ado. But yeah, besides this, most of my day today has been watching a lot of Monster on Netflix, which, let's see, where am I at in Monster? I think I'm on like I'm in the 20s, I believe, in terms of episode length, and frankly, it's really good. I mean, you don't need me to tell you Monster's fantastic. Unless you're gonna finish that before Pluto. Also, yes, I have decided to finish Monster before Pluto. I just figured I've always had an interest in Monster, and I do have an interest in Pluto, but Pluto's recent, and I wanted to just get to Monster before I did anything else. Is there something wrong with my controllers? That's weird. It's like I walk to the left slightly. I'm gonna try my 8-bit dough. This controller, the Xbox controller I use is very old. Played through it with keyboard. Would you recommend I play it through with keyboard instead? I don't mind that, but actually, it probably would be better to do keyboard. Oh, I'm not used to that wobble. But yeah, I've been going through Monster, and I reached a point where it's essentially become a story of the episode sort of situation where Tenma's going around Germany and encountering different characters from his past or from other perspectives, and him just getting to help out the people before finding another trace of Johann before moving off into the sunset. And it's really good. Like, I wouldn't expect a mystery show. Like, there's an overarching sort of thing to it, and it's done a really great job of just... It's just done a good job at creating a sense of, like, creepiness to it. Like, we know the perpetration and everything, but due to how enigmatic Johann is, it's just so well done. I love it. Hello. Maybe we see each other again. Bye. Take my club. Just grab it and hit services with it. Okay. Whoa. Is that supposed to happen? Okay, no, that was just in that room. But yeah, I literally know nothing about this game, outside of it just being a weird atmospheric game. We will get out of BABBDI. I have train tickets. Ever seen the kick movement from Postal? You can do it. You can use it to move quicker. I don't know Postal. Here's a fun fact about me. I don't know FPSs very well at all. And any FPS that I ever played was on console, on controller, back in like the PlayStation 3 days of my youth. Ugh. so that's the elevator. You found a secret object. Press tab to open the library. Well, to sum it up, kick the floor behind you to make you go faster. Kick ground makes you jump higher. Huh. Okay. Ah. Find a ticket in order to leave the town of BABBDI. Climb your way through BABBDI and reach the highest peak. Okay, so these are all the achievements. And I can't do anything with the artifacts. Okay. It's the shower. Or, no, is that a toilet? Or it's probably some kind of drainage then. Oh, I can only carry one thing on me. Well, I'm gonna put this there. Just so I know where it is. That's a wall. RT. And just a big old cylinder, concrete apartment complex, which, you know, good for structure, but bad in the event of earthquakes and/or cold and hot weather. Probably burn your feet off here. His wife is sick. He needs to reach the city by train. He has tickets to leave BABBDI. Lucky him. Dragojevic. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Actually, I didn't pay attention to the names of the characters. Asker. Griselda. And who are you? Ivano. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely all for looking for atmospheric games, considering it is the time of the season, and also the final day before, or the final stream that I've got for the month. Because, as I mentioned, I'm not streaming on Halloween because trick-or-treaters will be all over the place, and my dogs will be going crazy over that, and, you know, like, past streams, y'all haven't heard, I think, my dogs bark before, but with Halloween in particular, they're gonna be barking at anything that's got a pulse. You wanna leave? Take the train, the station isn't far. My doctor said to stay in that position. Intestinal issues. Alright. Alright, don't forget about the music portion. You'll notice it before it gets too loud. Right. Yeah, I mentioned earlier that you told me about the DMCA music in this. Okay, there is run. I'm gonna try something. Do the equivalent of trying to get a basketball out of a hoop crease. Never mind. Nice thinking. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Hey Rays, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm playing this game that Combo recommended to me because it's like a weird atmospheric horror game. Or, I don't know, horror wasn't in the tags, but I like a nice atmospheric thing though. That's a bit weird. That's a weird looking dog. I was gonna say, this is an interesting looking game. Yeah, it's more of a dreadful feeling, like you don't belong here. Oh, I see. Well, it's definitely done well with its look. All right. Okay, no, I can't make that. And you said something about doing a jump to make me go jump higher. There we go. Okay, so that's how that works. So maybe... I did also notice in the settings that there are actual speedrun modes in this. Looks like Azkaban. Yeah, it... I wouldn't know. I would not know the reference. Moving is fun once you get the hang of it. That's something that I tend to notice a lot when it comes to FPSs, is that some of them can have some fun movement. Like Harry Potter. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not a Harry Potter person. If anything, my young adult series that I got into when I was in middle school was Ranger's Apprentice. That was my series that I read. But even then, I read that for only book reports, and then when the book report stopped being necessary, I was like, oh, well, despite having fun reading it, chucks the book away. Agrafena. Okay. And is there anything past here? Nope. And I doubt I can just hop the wall. Hello, Pevzer. Yes, I'm playing BABBDI. My first time playing this. I guess I can't hop up that. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well tonight. No need to jump? Okay. Yeah, I've had this in my library for a minute because I knew I wanted to save it for Halloween. Or at least the spooky time close to Halloween. Don't give too much away? Okay, yeah, just give me the heads up when the DMCA music is close by, so that I know to either avoid it or to turn it off as soon as I can and start talking gibberish or letting my opinions, or... Actually, I know what'll overpower DMCA music. My opinions on game preservation. That'll be my ticket. Okay, so that loops me back there. Please talk gibberish. Miller beer, chicken bacon ranch pizza, Ford F-150, Chevy Mazda 97 Cool Ranch Edition, Dorito wheel spin, hit the gritty, barbecue bacon burger. Thank you, combo. Beavis and Butthead dankness. I'm not good when being put on the spot. Now imagine if someone's saying that in your ear right when you're asleep. I'd be concerned if I was hearing my own thoughts. Look, no one's... Yeah, it's my sleep paralysis demon. The sleep paralysis demon just whispers weird gibberish in your ears. No, one step at a time. I can make it home. Tiastin? I think that's how it's pronounced. This is weird. Oh, it's a church. I'm gonna guess that there is fall damage in this, but I'm not sure. Even the bell's wonky. Yeah, the bell is like... The bell sounds like if the bell sounds like when you have like really old headphones that were reliable for you many, many years, but like some of them are starting to go and the wiring's a bit frayed. Like they're just starting to crackle weirdly. Ah! Okay, so the train station's that way. Okay, so this is where it would lead me. Or it's the Tanstration. That sounds like... That sounds like some kind of weird offshoot of a tanning salon that I wouldn't want to go into. All right, saving. Every town has its random boulder. Yeah, every town has at least one either random boulder or just DMCA head. Okay, thank you. In the drop. Okay. Also, I didn't realize Lord Farquaad was in this game. I wish I knew how to do his voice. Sweet, sweet sunshine. Leaving BABBDI? Maybe travel agents still sell tickets. The information center is at the end of the canal. He's got waves. Yeah, it's like a wavy-haired, wavy-haired Lord Farquaad. What's this? Found a secret object. Are those crayons? I think they are. That's just a giant head. Get out of my sight. Okay. All right, what's... Hello. Oh, just making some good old sewer soup, eh? Gonna throw some potatoes in there, make that a nice loaded potato sewer soup. Sewer's oil. Wait, does that say Cinderella? Okay. Cinderella goes from ballroom dances to making sewer soup. Oh, this is it. Game preservation is important. You should at least pirate there are certain things you ought to be able to emulate and everything, and always correct to emulate Nintendo games. This was my favorite music when I was a child. Alright, so is that the only instance of DMCA music I needed to worry about? The Sounds of Nothingness banger. That's it? Okay, good. Gambay la puena de mi casa estamos en vacaciones aquí en BABBDI. No sé cuándo podré volver a mi casa, pero por el momento me gusta BABBDI. Es muy especial. ¿Eres loco? Me gusta la música. Mi padre murió. José Paldía. Padilla. Padilla? I think that's it. My apologies. My Spanish pronunciation is not the strongest. I like how dude's shirt has broken textures. Yeah, it's interesting. It looks like what happens when you accidentally drop your TV when you're trying to figure out what cable to plug in, or when you're trying to plug in your console. Anything new? Okay, no. Okay, so that's all there is here, I think. But yeah, that's what I genuinely do mean that. Emulate old Nintendo stuff, because they're not going to preserve it very well. Okay, that was just, okay, nothing down there. That would be a secret object. Okay, the train station's this way. Borovnica. Okay. Distrant. So I'm guessing that's the restaurant. A restaurant? Or what does distrant mean? Use elevator. I want to go up the escalators though. Get my leg day in. Always go up this. Always take the stairs over the escalators. It's good for leg day. Okay, nothing there. You do move really quickly when you sprint. I mean, even your normal move speed is pretty fast. Okay, that, I guess, is where is that where I started? I think it is. I am not dexterous enough in first-person movement to be able to hop those. Like, if there's anything that okay, so if there's anything that I know I'm not confident in is when it comes to FPSs, is my ability to do multiple things at once via keyboard and mouse. I just, in no way whatsoever do I know, like, I'm confident that I can't do it. The only way of leaving BABBDI requires a train ticket. You can buy those at the end of the canal in the information center. The only way of leaving BABBDI. Okay. Nothing new. All right. What's this way? Imagine if using a baseball bat had a recoil like that. Okay, so yeah, I hope the DMCA music won't get caught, because it's never fun when you have to mute part of your VOD for the sake of DMCA stuff. I have had to deal with that a few times. Or not even mute, just like full on cut some parts out. Oh, hello. What's this? Kind of wish it could show me tell me a description of the secret objects I get. This is a strange game. It kind of reminds me of like a drearier version of Neverhood. Was it Neverhood? I think it was Neverhood. That claymation point-and-click adventure game. Welcome back, Rays. I'm just making an equation in my head about the oddness of this game versus another one I heard that was an old point-and-click adventure from the 90s that was done in claymation. I needed my I need this flashlight. But yeah, very, very Neverhood feeling in terms of its just general oddness. But again, more dreary and surreal than... I don't know, like... It's just odd. This game's odd. Yeah, still not confident on my platforming skills with that. Oh. Hey, man. I remember when you were just a child. We had such a great time with your month. I remember when you were just a child. Okay, I don't use gun. I just have gun. Or I just have a gun as a keepsake. Alright. Got some windows. Gotta do some Dark Souls wall hugging here. See if this is the progress I need to make. Is it? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, what's this way then? Nothing. Okay, so I was there. Or no, I was about to go there, but then I fell. So then I missed that light. Then I went down that way, moved up this way. I'm gonna risk a little something. Figured that would work. This game's got odd logic. Okay. No, nothing that way. Yeah, this definitely is an odd one. Impact absorbing shoes. Yeah, the portal impact absorbing shoes alongside like a one-layer mattress that probably has some springs sticking out of it. That's like 5 decades older than the player character. It's like older than the player character, has springs sticking out of it, but somehow absorbs all that. Okay, so that's where the train goes through. RT. I have no reference for how far I am or how well I'm doing in terms of progress in this game, because I believe playthroughs of this could last around 2 hours or so, depending on what you do and how much you explore. There's no linear progression, it's exploring. Okay. Because, like, I imagine my objective, as it's said, is to, as others have been saying, is to get out of BABBDI. But I'm not really told how to get a ticket to a train. Oh, actually, here's a little fun thing. This morning, I had noticed that there was some snow. Not a whole lot, but like a small amount of snow on my car when I woke up. It was, it's definitely cold enough for it. I just didn't expect it to be this early. But I've been seeing a lot of people in the upper areas of the Midwest, as well as in Canada, are getting a good few inches of snow. I'm gonna take a guess and say the water is not safe. There's an ending, but I'm gonna leave that. Okay. But yeah, it's been that cold right now. Because it's... Let's see. Ah, shit, the game's covering up my weather thing. Last I checked, it was around like the mid to low 30s. So it's been cold. I've been needing a jacket to get out and do stuff. Which is nice, because I actually love jacket weather. I get to wear all my nice jackets, long sleeve shirts, and not feel blisteringly cold. We're in Ottawa and we've not had snow yet. Is Ottawa known to not get snow super early compared to the rest of Canada, or is it like or is it an unusually like, okay, this is weird that snow's not arriving yet kind of thing? Because, I mean, that's happened a lot, where it's like, snow should be happening around this time, but it hasn't. That's this way. Ottawa winters are horrible. I imagine it probably wasn't fun last year. It's not unusual? Okay. It would be unusual for us to get snow right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, we in the good old States tend to get our snow at around late November into until maybe about February. Or early March at the latest. Although we've had a couple really weird years of snow going into April. So that was fun. Those in particular were fun, having snow days get called off like post-spring break. That was unusual. It was just massive snowstorm after massive snowstorm. Which I didn't mind because I like the snow. I like the cold. And I don't mind shoveling snow because I'm weird like that. Just get to put on some music whilst I shovel everything. Nothing beats the magic of shoveling snow while listening to Caravan Palace or Mystery Skulls or the Black Keys or... Oh. Let's see, what were some other bands I listened to at that time? I don't know, point is, just getting to turn on some music whilst shoveling snow is always nice. Do my ears not appreciate it by becoming red and sore? Yes, but music. Okay, so nothing was this way. So I was there, and I didn't go there because there's nothing over to that side. Used to get up at 5 a.m. after a big snowfall to help my dad get out of the driveway for work. Yeah, I would have to help out a lot with that too. Although recently some people around the neighborhood have gotten a snow plow or a snow blower. That's the word, snow blower. And they take care of the sidewalks. The sidewalks, at least, they help with, which is nice, because that takes a lot of the work out. So mostly it's just the driveway and the walkway up to our house that I need to take care of, and that's not too bad. Though I did have one moment. Where I took my hat off after I was done shoveling, and my head was literally steaming because of the sweat from shoveling. That's nice. Sidewalks after a snowplow are horrible to deal with. Yeah, they are. If you all pardon me for a moment, I'm gonna go check on my dogs real quick. I'll be right back. And I'm back. My apologies, everybody. Just needed to make sure my dog Ricky was doing okay. He, because I could hear him walking around and I needed to check on him, see if he was doing okay. And he was doing fine. I think he just wanted to go outside for a second and hang out there. Once I did the driveway and below 40. Oh, God, I could not imagine. My cat's name is Ricky, like short for Ricardo. Okay, that's neat. Yeah, I've got my. Oh God. Hey man, I think your speakers are busted. But yeah, I've got a Yorkshire Terrier mix who's fairly old, and I'm helping him out around the house, since he can't get around very well. I would laugh so hard if one of these monitors just showed the TV, like the DVD logo bouncing around the edges of the screen. Poor dog. Yeah, we've had him for a very long time, since puppyhood. He's pretty. He's up there, but he's still a good dog. Just needs some extra help right now. Yeah. And I've also got a new dog to look after as well, because this new dog we've got is still kind of getting used to our house. So yeah, just got two dogs to take care of, and Bonnie, but Bonnie is with my dad right now, and he's on a trip. So yeah, everything's fine. Everything's good for the most part. We're all just nice and settled. Oh yeah, these are microwaves. I didn't even notice that. I didn't see the handle. Yeah, Ricky's fine. We've had him for a long time, since like back when we lived in Texas was when we first got him. He's a Yorkshire Rat Terrier mix, so he's on the smaller end as far as dogs goes. I haven't gone into that church spot, the chapel yet. Yeah, it's not helping. Not helping matters is that it's cold outside, and due to Rick's age, he can't really handle the cold very well. So I let him outside, and I stand with him for a while until he's ready to go back inside. So, yeah, that's the deal. Is that if I pause at any point, it's most likely because I've got to look after Ricky real quick. Oh, hello. Oh. I'm so bored. Make my head spin. I see. Oh. Okay. What's over here? Oh. Secret items. Okay. Yeah, that bike was a little weird to control. Fun to discover, though. So I still need to find money for the train. Oops. Okay, so there is no fall damage. Well, there's only fall damage after a certain point. Good to know. All right. So Farquaad's over there. We've got pigeons. This thing's just pointing me to secret items, but I think I'd rather just discover those on my own. That's the sewer person. This seems like a check-in station, and there's a tuba over... No, is that a trombone or a tuba? I think that's a trombone. And that is... What is that? I can't read that very well. Can I open this? No. You know, I kind of wonder, since this game has a speedrun mode, like, what's the current speedrun record worldwide? Because I imagine with all of the strats that you can do in this game, the record is probably really... Like, watch the top record be like 2 minutes or something, or something along those lines. Ah, there's the toilet. What's over here? You didn't explore this part. Okay, we've got ourselves the Poo-Poo River. There's a bunker over there. Okay, I thought the water would be a lot deeper. Thought it'd be a lot deeper than it actually is. Oh. Oh, so I guess the elevator's supposed to help me out of, yep, this, that big pool down there. Okay. There's a crane that's got an item of some kind. So yeah, this seems to be like a very closed off place. Doo-doo diarrhea water. Yeah, yeah, I would definitely not, I don't think any kind of filter will fix this. I don't think any, what's the current hot brand of water filter things that you put on your faucet? I don't... Point is, it wouldn't work. Nothing there. Oh, hello. What's this? A secret can. Due to diarrhea, what is it? Fallout 3? Actually, Fallout 3 is more like irradiated green. Kind of like when you poop after you have too many candies or something. If you want doo-doo filter, that's more on Fallout New Vegas. I say as somebody that spent very... God. The tragic thing about trying Fallout New Vegas is that if you're not that well versed in on how to mod it, you're not gonna have a good time because of all the crashes. I've had that game crash on me, like, multiple times when I was trying to play it. Which is a shame because I hear nothing but good things about it. It's just a shame that you can't really play it stably. I mean, I'd maybe attempt to play the console version, but that's on the PS3 and 360, I believe. Only. Right? I think so. Loading screens for it on PS3 are bad, so long. Oh, okay. Yeah. I beat it on PC and had a very little amount of crashes. That's the other thing about PC gaming, that when I first hear about it, I'm always like, I always tend to like furrow my brow at, being like, just thinking like, like depending on your setup of your PC, you could either have a game that's historically unstable to be the most stable experience ever, or a game that you hear is incredibly well optimized could crash on you within the first seconds of it booting up, and then you try different methods on fixing it, and then it just, no matter what, it'd be bad. So I'm not very musically inclined, but there, Combo, there's your Megalovania. Camera controls pitch? Oh. Well, I'm not deft enough to be able to do it. So that could be up to someone else to try. Trains don't stop, not even if you step on the tracks. Unless you've got a ticket. Okay, well, I need a club to break down that door. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of being able to do your own improvised instrument playing in a game. You see that in a few games. I think can you hold the note? Okay, I can hold it for a bit, but it goes away. I need to get a club. Yeah, I like that. You can just get to have a little tune play. Now the only thing is, I need to get back into there to get my club. So you could probably play an actual piece in that. Oh yeah, I imagine you can, and I imagine people have. It's just a matter of, what's BABBDI scale? No, I'm trying to crouch. How do I crouch? Ah. Oh, hello. I'm lying flat. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies and attention, ladies, gentlemen's, and NBs in between, and all those. I am flat. Sorry, my hands are cold. Yeah. I'll drink some. I'm out of water. Awesome. It's fine. But yeah, sometimes you just want to lay flat, you know? Sometimes your back hurts from slouching too much and you just want to lie down flat. I get that. As a frequent back pain haver, I understand that completely. I wonder if there's achievements in this game that play if you do a funny song on the trombone. Like, I don't doubt that people have done pieces. I just wonder if there's an achievement for doing a particular piece. Like, I don't know, if you manage to play Bloody Tears from Castlevania in perfect sequence, or if you manage to play the Super Mario World theme in perfect sequence, or you play Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up in perfect sequence. You know, stuff like that. Oh. Request train. You have no ticket. Okay. So I found where I'm supposed to go. If the trains don't stop, I imagine if I go on the tracks, I will die. So I need to find a ticket. Where would I find a ticket? I haven't been over to this RT building yet, so let's go over there. If I can manage to make that. Maybe, we'll see. Could I? Not seeing any real way to get elevated enough. Programs a TAS bot to do it. Yeah. Yeah, that... Man. Makes me miss the trains in Sweden. I know I've talked about my Sweden experience with the trains a lot, but I harp on it because I talk about it a lot because it genuinely was just a nice experience versus having to drive a lot and burn a ton of gas or go on a plane and be in one of the most uncomfortable chairs ever designed by human beings. Okay, so my higher jump can't get me up there. So what am I missing? Warsaw. Okay. I mean, I don't think there should be anything in this that I'm missing, right? I mean, considering the water isn't that deep as I thought it'd be, maybe I could just go into the big poo-poo water area and maybe that'll have a ticket. Right? Let's see. I think it was over here. Actually, I have not seen... I think I've been over there. Okay, yeah, water's not that deep. That's just the reflection of light. There's nothing in the water. There's no dredge monster that's gonna come out and attack me. I hope. It's just really horrifically horrifically unsanitized water. Like, this is something you shouldn't even be around at all. Ooh, another elevator. And that just brought me over here. Okay. Okay, hold on. I think I see my way over. Contamination's so bad you throw a lighter into it and it might catch. Yeah, that bad. Like, it's... Like, somehow the water has gained its own sentience from all of the shit that's inside of it. It'd be interesting to see a very big scale. Yeah, it'd just be like, it'd be like when you get the fire shield in Oil Ocean in Sonic Mania. You just hop in there and then everything catches fire. Okay, so I need to get on that bridge. So how do I get up there? That was where I got my little doot trumpet. Please don't tell me that that bridge is locked off by a platforming challenge. I can't do those. Okay, so I went through that. Whoops. This game gives me major Backrooms vibes. Yeah, it kind of does. Backrooms is like a weird apartment complex town. Although it is kind of interesting to notice the increased trend of backroom style horror due to, you know, a lot of streamers and stuff getting into that. Oops. Me personally, I never really, you know, got into it because there's just certain kinds of horror trends that I just kind of see, and it's like, okay, no, that's just meant to get some jump scares out of you. Because real backrooms horror, from what I can gather, is something that's supposed to be a lot more like something in the room is meant to give you a weird, eerie feeling, like there's something there, but like there isn't actually something there, but you feel that there is. I guess, like, again, much like a sleep paralysis episode where you're like, oh god, I can feel something's in the other room even though there's nothing and I'm just really tired or something. Okay, I didn't go over here. There we go. Alright, what's this place? Oh man, I love episode of Man Eat Cabbage and Peas and with Dog. I love that episode. That's my favorite episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Okay, so I have a leaf blower. And I can glide with it. So this place didn't have anything. Air blower's good? I'll take your word for it. You know more about this than I do. It doesn't really need to be a thing, though. For me, at least, it's the atmosphere of the back rooms, the dingy look and the dingy light. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, having a good atmosphere is just as, if not more important than having a really, really well-designed monster or a scare that will actually, like, the thing that sticks with people the most when it comes to horror is the mood of your game more than the actual scare of your monster. Because otherwise, if it's just the scare of your monster, then congratulations, you've just made a jump scare fest that's not really going to be any deeper. You know, you need to get something that gets at your players after the fact, you know? Or your watchers, or your audience. Something that'll get your audience after the fact. Am I making sense? It's like frozen moment in time. Yes. It's like seeing something that's eerily paused right before something happened in said room. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back here. There's the trombone I grabbed. Oh, right, toilet. I didn't go there. A good example of atmosphere paired with good monsters is the movie Insidious. Is it wrong of me to say that for me it's existential being trapped here or the rooms? Yeah. So what I was gonna say is it wrong of me to say that most of the time whenever I see movies for a horror trailer, I never feel intrigued to see it? Not in like I'll get scared super hard kind of way, more in like the trailers never do a good job of selling the actual horror of the movie to me kind of way. Granted, that's just the movie industry with trailers in general, but it's like a lot of times whenever I'd be interested in a movie, it's something that I've had prior, wanting to see, but you hear about a movie that comes out and it's like, oh, this is so good. Like this movie's excellent. And I remember seeing the trailers and the trailers just didn't do that movie a good service when it comes to the advertising, especially with horror, from Hollywood, because Hollywood is very much about the spectacle of the scares, like the effects of the monster or CG. And the jump scare factors of it all, like, oh, we have a character lighting a match and then the monster's face is right behind it, meant to scare the audience, not the character though, because we want the scares to be on them, not part of the story. Movie trailers should be exclusive in writing to avoid what you're talking about from happening. Yeah, like movie trailers, frankly, should just never spoil big plot moments or funny jokes in them, period. I remember when Across the Spider-Verse was first showing its trailers, and I literally saw the trailer, and a joke that would have had me fucking cackling got spoiled in the trailer, and I'm like, why the fuck did you waste it there? You could have saved that for the theater proper and gotten a funny reaction out of it. Disappointing. So, yeah, that's why most of the time with movies that I ever want to go out to see is just something that I know I'm going to have a good experience with regardless. Another bike? Huh. And if you know the joke I'm talking about in Spider-Verse, then you know. Like, if you know the part I'm talking about, you know. Because I enjoyed Spider-Verse, but again, I would have enjoyed getting to see that joke without any trailer hinting at it. But that's just been a thing with trailers no matter what. At the very least, with the Invincible Season 2 trailer, they showed off enough to where I can recognize some potential plot points in things, but I don't know, there's some parts of Invincible Season 2, and this may be coming from somebody that has only read the first compendium. I saw that first trailer, and there are parts of that I feel like I don't remember much from the comic. You know? I mean, maybe it's because they changed some things around. If anything, it's been kind of a trend with a lot of, adaptations of things lately. Have you seen Omni-Man's gameplay in Mortal Kombat? I have. I'm not a Mortal Kombat player, but I can certainly appreciate the artistry that the devs went to do Omni-Man justice as a character in the game. Albeit, I will agree with one point that I saw from I think it was Maximilian Dude's video. The way that Omni-Man is rendered, he looks like he's from a different game completely. You know? Like, if you look at Omni-Man versus the rest of the Mortal Kombat 1 cast, he looks like a different character. Like, his model looks like it's from a different game entirely. Like, not that it's bad, and, you know, the fact that he's in there is really cool because it's fitting, you know? It's Omni-Man. But it's just odd. It's just a bit uncanny. Like, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. he's clean. It's not so much the fact that that his model is like clean. It's just the rendering in which that it's done makes him look a bit different versus everyone else. But it is, I think they did, but at the very least, I think they got J.K. Simmons to perform him in the game, which I think is pretty awesome. Because J.K. Simmons is cool. What's down here? Oh. But yeah, I guess for my statement earlier, I remember hearing about the differences in how Oda, for the live-action One Piece, wanted to change certain parts of the story, or at the very least, make certain parts a bit more clean versus how he had them in the manga originally. Now, I don't know how that translated to Arlong Park happening the way that it did, or Usopp getting more attention in his story arc of joining the Straw Hats, but it's enjoyable versus how I remember it in the 4Kids version that I saw years ago. Nonetheless, though, it's neat to see the reinterpretation of the story that gets done through these adaptations, because sometimes when it comes to an adaptation, the creator, like years after their original work has either been completed or has been gone through years of, they may look back on what they had done all those years before, decades in the case of One Piece, and they'll just be like, okay, I wish I could have gotten to revise this thing or that thing to allow for a better sense of chemistry between the characters, or to just cut the fat, cut out the trimmings, as it were, on a story to make it a bit more of a streamlined experience, which I can respect in some ways. It's just and sometimes some people do prefer having the extra bits. In fact, I remember a point that Jordan made in one of our Bomb Rush Cyberpunk videos, that he went through an arc of One Piece that's considered filler, not a part of the manga, but he really likes that. And that kind of reinforced an idea that I presented a while ago that said, where I said there is such a thing as good and bad filler in anime. And in that case, there was good filler. So, yeah. Reinterpretations from the creator is always interesting to see, because we get to see versions of the story through a new perspective, and we get to see what they would want, or we get to see the story that they wanted to do, or the story that they wish they told after they had already told it. Does that make sense? Like, the creator of a story gets to do some things differently, which is not a chance that many artists are ever really afforded unless they do a whole rewrite of the story after the fact, which in its own way could end up being a very problematic prospect, because you'll end up with fans of the original version of your story being like, why are all these changes done? I liked those old things. And then you have the new fans being like, the old doesn't like the new, etc., etc. We spin our heads around and then our brain goes. So, art's weird. Mediums of art are weird and ripe for discussion. I'm kind of lost, if I'm being completely honest. There we go. What's this way? Okay, I've been there. Hell's Kitchen arc. Harsh Chef of the Seas, Sanji's new rival. Yeah, watch that be a filler episode. Oh god, Luffy, what is this? What is this kitchen? Oh god. This steak. It's absolutely flaccid. There's a flaccid steak, Sanji. Okay, yeah, I got the gun from this guy. And then I went past here. And then I moved this way. Although Sanji did apparently have his arc already for his character in a recent arc of One Piece. Not the most recent, but one of the recent ones. And it's really interesting to see this absolute outpouring of love for One Piece, for both the live action and the anime, because it felt like for the longest time that One Piece had a dedicated fan base, but it didn't quite have the spread, I suppose, or the I don't know what the word for it. I don't know what the word I'm thinking is, but it feels like One Piece has this weird new energy about it because so many people are now giving it a try. Maybe it's because Oda did go on record in saying that One Piece will be ending within the next 5 years or so, which, God, that is going to be a day. Maybe there's an elevator in that tower. Yeah, it's weird to think that a long-running series like One Piece that's gone on for so long could potentially be ending in that manner. It's going to be a sad day for a lot of those fans, I can tell. Sorry, I need to refresh my desktop for a second. Okay, we're back. There we go. Sorry, sometimes my desktop freezes on one of my other monitors, and I kind of have to click on it to refresh. Luffy's gonna have Goku's presence. I mean, in some ways, Luffy already kind of does. Although I do find, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm tired of anime Twitter, but I've seen so many, like, engagement farming threads or posts where it's like, Luffy with Gear 5 versus Goku Ultra Instinct, and I'm like, I moved past that when I stopped watching Death Battle. Like, I've had enough of those discussions. I've had plenty of those in my day, and I don't want to have any more of them, thank you. I just like to enjoy a character doing a cool thing, and apparently Luffy did a cool thing recently. Because I've been seeing a lot of Crunchyroll ads about Luffy's new power-up, and cool, but I'm still not gotten around to watching or reading it yet. Okay, so maybe I'm going about this the wrong way, I think. Yeah, as I said, my current hyperfixation for anime right now is on Monster and then Pluto sometime after that, whenever I finish it. And as I said, Monster's good. Like, I really enjoy Monster so far. I'd gotten to an episode where Tenma, the main character, tracked down an old colleague of his from college, and he's trying to explain, being like, oh, I need you to do something for me, because the colleague of his is like a criminal, like a psychologist for criminals, like criminal psychology stuff. And he's like, I need you to analyze this for me. And at first the guy's like, oh, I don't know if I believe him. And plus I thought he was kind of a dick in college. Turns out he wasn't, because Tenma's a cool guy. But in the end, everything worked out well, and we got a... God, there was a moment in that episode There was a moment in that episode that absolutely made me fear for the side character of the day, like genuinely, and like just the anime's command of fear is really good. Haven't explored this area? Oh, this is uncharted territory. Hold on, everyone. I think I can hear my dogs real quick. Give me a second. I'm gonna go check on them. And I'm back. My apologies. My dogs are good, and I actually went ahead and got myself some water. Had a nice glass of water because I was getting a bit thirsty. So let's keep going. Yeah, I could just hear. I heard them walking around upstairs, and I wanted to check on them, see if they were okay. Okay, so we're in a completely new place. So where am I now? Ratiel Tranil. No more tickets. Okay, so this is where I'm supposed to get the tickets. Oh, hello. Can't risk if there actually is fall damage. Yeah, it's kind of a Moai had no more tickets moment. Yeah. This game feels like something that would come out on the PS2, and I mean that in a positive way. They don't sell tickets anymore. Remember that sick woman? She died. Maybe you can have her ticket. Take this device and right-click to find her corpse. Oh. Well, that's sad. I feel bad for her husband, or her person. Feel bad for for her companion, right? I don't know. There's no real. Well, either way, okay then. I guess we get stuff there. Oh, that was a bad one. Sorry, I stretched my neck and I just felt it crack. Ooh. I guess I'm going to the right spot. Yeah, I'm supposed to go this way. Wonder how the people who made Moai would feel knowing these stone heads would become so popular. If I remember right, the Moai heads were meant to be representative of their gods or something like that. Like the size of the statue signifies the importance of a god, and I think there's also, let's see. So I know there's the Easter Island Moai heads in their original location, but apparently there's also some in Japan too, which is interesting. Like they're replicas, obviously, but it's interesting to me that they are considered that much of a landmark. Sure, they wouldn't understand the humor behind it. Do you think any ancient person would understand the humor behind a lot of the memes and shit that we have nowadays? I wouldn't know. Also, it sucks that a copy of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness costs over $300, even though it's a game that some would say is not aged the best, but I still love it anyway. It was a favorite of mine as a kid. How do I turn off the fucking music here? Okay. Jumping won't hurt you. Need to wait for that achievement thing to go away. Try jumping. I think that's just a regular old synth music by the dev. But I get your concern. Yeah, it's just I know you said there was only one. I remember you saying there's only one DMCA track in this game, but I can't take any risks. I don't want to risk it because it's not even just the fact that like DMCA is a problem in general. It's the fact that DMCA is a problem because the system itself is fickle, especially on YouTube. Like YouTube's notorious with that. I remember seeing seeing somebody get a, it matches with irrelevant songs. Yeah, and I remember seeing some people try to claim a song that was a remix of a song, claiming that they're the original song holder, because I think that happened with, funny enough, Megalovania. And somebody went on Twitter being like, hey, so my cover, or my usage of a cover, of my cover of Megalovania got claimed by somebody, even though it was my cover, so unless they're Toby Fox, I think this is a bullshit thing. And I think they tagged Toby Fox, too, to get that disputed, because as far as I know, Megalovania is okay to use. Right? I think so. Oh, am I back in the apartments? I am. Her body decayed so quickly. No need for this anymore. Take it. Okay. I guess I have the ticket now. The model's shadow didn't go away when he left. You're gonna be going up against half the population with a dispute like that. Yeah. It's copyrights, DMCA and copyright is something that really desperately needs a bit of an overhaul in some ways, because it's just so easy to do. Like, I remember seeing copyright stuff that became a really bad problem in video essays as well. It was up there. I think his wife passed away. It was too much for her. Okay. What's this? Oh! Neat. I don't know if I need this for anything else. Second best item in the... Is the leaf blower really that good? I mean, I guess when you get out of BABBDI, you can use it for landscaping, or helping with... Well, no, I mean, well, you said second best item, and then you said something else, Combo, about the leaf blower, so I'm under the assumption that the leaf blower is good. Like, better than the pickaxe, right? Sorry, I'm stretching my back. No, there's something else? Oh. Well, either way, I've done my route, and I have my ticket, so... Yeah, we just need to get to the train station and put the ticket in, and then we are home free. I guess if there's any kind of game that is better to introduce me to the movement mechanics of FPSs, it is this one, since it's not so much high-octane action as, hey, pay attention to where your footing is for all of the movement-based puzzles, you know? Okay. Never got to find out who's having a moment. But yeah, what about the other climbing game from the Haunted PS1 demo? Oh, that one! I forgot what that was. God, that was a year ago. Oh, man. A year fucking passes so fast sometimes. Like, it really does suck how the passage of time really makes you feel regarding, just everything, you know? Okay. Well, on the train we go. There we are. I'm on a train. Is there a complimentary coffee kiosk? Oh. Even the train is screwed inside. Yeah, it's a trippy game. All right. Well, I found 13 out of 21 of the secret objects, which I think accounts for which is over half of them, more than I thought I would get. All right. So I guess that was BABBDI. Well, that was an interesting game. Yeah, much shorter than I thought it would be. That was just about everything. All right, well, I'm glad I finally got to give that a look at. The game's free, so I didn't really. So honestly, that was a pretty good experience for something that you could pick up for no cost. Yeah, it controlled well. Atmosphere was very nice, and it was just kind of odd more than it was scary. So, yeah. But that's probably gonna be it for me, actually. So, yeah, this will be my last stream for the October season. So, thank you all for joining me tonight. It has been a pleasure as always. I normally tend to go for a medium of about 2 hours or so, but I've got a bit of a busy week ahead of me. So, this stream, as well as my past demo streams that I did, are going to be a little late to being uploaded, but I'll make sure to let you all know when they go up. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me in this little spooky season of games and stuff. I'll see you all again later for whatever I have next. Just keep up on my socials and I'll let you all know. Take care, everybody. Stay hydrated and keep your postures checked.